So what fascinates me about science is to follow our pure human curiosity and to answer things that nobody knew before. I was lucky enough during my research career to have a few moments when you see a result and you understand how a cell actually works. You also are aware that nobody else has seen this result before. So why is it worth pursuing? Especially in molecular biology, we are working on mechanisms, cellular mechanisms that protect ourselves from disease. And because in our research we're working also in trying to not only understand these mechanisms, but I think we get an insight of what is going wrong when we have a particular disease. And so this is the first step to understand and to develop new therapies, but also diagnostic tools that help us to overcome very severe human diseases that we have, which challenge us every day. So I was born and raised in Vienna, so I'm Austrian, where I also studied genetics and microbiology at the University of Vienna. I then went to the dark side of research, so I did my PhD at the pharmaceutical industry in Vienna, where I studied molecular oncology. After that experience at the private sector, I went back to academia and I got accepted at EMBL in Heidelberg in Germany for a postdoc, which was a collaboration with a research group in Rome, where I spent 8 years, very successful 8 years, and I pursued a pure research-focused postdoc, which then also offered me to apply for group leader positions. And in 2015, I was selected as a Max Planck Research Group Leader at the Pana Profesora Center of Biotechnology at the University, where I not only got the opportunity to found my research group, but I also became Deputy Director for Science, and I also founded the National Cryo Facility at the neighboring Solaris Synchrotron. So in my research group, we are trying to answer how a cell makes the right protein in the right cellular context at the right time. So throughout my whole career, I was fascinated in the mechanism of pathway of so-called gene expression. So just to remind you, all of our cells have the same genetic information in their nuclei, but we still produce 200 different tissue types. And how is this achieved? It is achieved by the fact that every cell type only activates a certain set of genes that it needs to execute its function. And so we try to understand how these mechanisms on the molecular level work and try to also see how in especially human diseases like cancer and neurodegenerative diseases, the wrong protein is produced in the wrong cellular context. Okay, so I came to the University in 2015, and I came because of a few very particular reasons. First of all, UJ offered me to found my own first independent research group, so to basically boost my independent research career. It also offered me to found a whole institute, because the MCB at that time was a very well-equipped building, but it was lacking the researchers inside of it. So I took the challenge and tried to develop the center together, obviously with many colleagues that helped on the way. But I think one of the main reasons I did come to Krakow is that I knew already before that Krakow is an amazing city. It also has a very strong basic education of students, which is obviously really necessary to fill a research institute with young minds that are curious for science. And last but not least, UJ also offers a lot of infrastructure that is not available in many other institutions in the world. So the Pana Profesora Center of Biotechnology is a so-called non-faculty unit of the university. It's one of the flagships projects which basically says that we are a research unit that is focusing on publications and excellence research services. So what is very special about this is that we have a quite unique culture. We are an extremely international environment. So we have more than 40% of our staff is international. And I think one of the main things that I want to say here is that we are really true colleagues. We share our equipment, we share our experiences. There's a very low hierarchy, the doors are always open, and we really try to collaborate and to also bring in a really truly friendly and collegial atmosphere to pursue our ambitious research goals. So UJ, first of all, gave us trust. I think trust is most important if you want to achieve something very special. We filled a building that was empty and we made it one of the most, I think, active and also successful research centers in Poland within the amazing time of 10 years. What has surprised me about UJ is the fact that there's many things that are possible in Poland that are not possible in other countries. And I say this very positively because I've been really supported, not only financially but also personally, with really the most excellent researchers in Poland. I don't want to give a specific piece of advice to people starting in UJ, because I think UJ is one of the leading institutions in the world in any case. So I would like to give maybe advice to the young people out there who are trying to understand what to do with their lives and their careers. I do think that it's really important to follow a specific path, but also be willing to change this path if it's necessary. So basically have a plan, but also be happy to change the plan. At UJ specifically, I think it is really important to understand and to really make sure that you understand that the Jagiellonian University offers a really unique, very competitive environment, and that the sky is the limit if you just follow your track.